Do I think it was deliberate? No, I actually don't. When I watched it first, I thought Max has lost his goddamn mind. He's deliberately driving into the side of George Russell. What I think is more likely the case is Verstappen being told he needs to cede the position and he thinks, right, fine, I'll do it. He slows down and then I think he just has a complete change of mind. He's like, nah, I'm not doing this. And then he, hits the accelerator. But unfortunately, he's so close to the corner that he ends up carrying so much speed into the corner and he can't turn the car properly, which results in him hitting George Russell because George also thinks that Verstappen has slowed down to let him past. And listen, I don't think he was doing it on purpose. I don't think it was malicious. And I do believe, however, that it was reckless. And that is the thing about Max. Max is an incredibly talented driver, but the moves that he makes sometimes take away from how good of a driver he actually is. You look at moves like Imola a few weeks ago, that move on Oscar Piastri into turn one was one of the best moves we've seen in quite a long time. But then you look at this move and you think, what the fuck are you playing at? And what's worse is that these moves that Verstappen starts pulling hurt no one other but himself and his team. He's cost himself and Red Bull a load of points today. And listen, I've seen the argument saying Max is a terrible driver and all this kind of stuff and he's incompetent. And I really have to disagree because anyone saying that Max is a bad driver or an incompetent driver, I think is being incredibly disingenuous. But it doesn't excuse him from the criticism and the consequences of his actions. And I don't like what he did with Russell, but I don't believe he did it out of malicious intent.